we're delighted to be joined in the studio again by sports broadcaster Aidan McGee and showbiz journalist Hayley Palmer. Great to have you with us. So come on, Hayley, give us your top story. Kylie Minogue.
Yes, I love this. She has a comeback album called Tension, and the critics are saying it's the best thing that she's done. And I just think it's brilliant because sometimes stars from the 80s or 90s, they have all these great hits, but then nowadays they're not quite as good. But she's absolutely smashed it. She's got a pop-up shop in Regent Street this week that you can go along to. It's on for 3 days. And also, you can tune into my show, shameless plug, because I'm having a Stock Aitken and Waterman countdown tonight with lots of Kylie on there to celebrate.
There should be lots of Banana Rama. Banana Rama was far better than Kylie.
Oh, that's a bold statement.
She went to my school, the lead singer.
It's true, though.
Now, the pop-up shops, is Kylie going to be there, or is it just about her?
I've been watching in the press and she has made appearances, but I don't think she's there like all day with a packed lunch, but I think she is popping in and out.
That'd be fun if she was. Not quite as, I don't know, celebrity showbiz, glamorous with a packed lunch.
Premier League. We had Harry on earlier saying that he thought in his heart of hearts, if he had to have his life on it, he suspects Arsenal are going to beat his beloved Spurs. What do you think?
It's going to be a great game. You know,
they're both in good form, aren't they?
Yeah, they are in good form. The problem is that Spurs just... I know it's not far away. It's only 3 miles away from where they reside, but they just don't travel well to the Emirates. I think they won there once in 2010 since Arsenal moved there in 2006. Prior to that, they hadn't won at Highbury since 1993. As an away fixture, it's not a happy hunting ground for Tottenham at all. I expect Arsenal to take it, not by a lot, because Spurs are no mugs, but I expect them to take it by 2-1. You can come back to me on that prediction next week, because that's my crystal ball telling me that 2-1 to Arsenal.
That's usually wrong.
Bobby Brazier sounds like a footballer, but he's not. It's Jade Goody's son.
That's right.
But he's in Strictly.
Never heard of him.
But you've heard of Jade Goody?
I've heard of Jade Goody. Bobby Brazier?
Yes.
Never heard of him.
But I can't believe...
Has anyone ever heard of him?
As old as he is, I can't believe...
Have you heard of him?
Firstly, I'd like to give you some facts on Bobby Brazier. He won an NTA award.
Did he?
And he's
one of the stars of the... though, is it?
Yes, it's massively important. And he's on Strictly tonight doing the Foxtrot.
Is he?
And he's Jeff Brazier's son as well. He's the biggest, not the biggest star, but he's the most upcoming star at the moment,
really?
I would say.
But I'm allowed to be out of touch.
You are.
But all I'm saying is, you remember Jade Goody, don't you?
I do remember Jade Goody, yeah.
And when I saw her son, actually...
What's
No, but what I'm saying, I just couldn't believe he was as old as he was. I just thought it was only a few years ago that she was on Big Brother, and here's her kid.
Yes.
And he's been a model. He's a good-looking lad. I was impressed.
He really is. And the story behind that is, apparently, he was getting suspended from school. So he was in Costa Coffee with his dad, Jeff, and his dad was giving him a stern talking to. And apparently a model agent actually came up to him in Costa Coffee as he was getting suspended from school. So there we go.
What's the moral of the story?
I don't really know.
I'll tell you what it was. No, I don't think it was. I think the fact that his dad was giving him down the banks, you need to get a grip, sort out your life. I think they thought, oh, well, sensible father.
But sometimes...
Sensible father.
Sometimes school's not for everyone, and he's obviously blossoming. He's in Strictly. He's very creative. He's a great actor, so...
Just quickly, Rugby World Cup.
England in action this afternoon, 4:45 against Chile. They've made 12 changes. The hard work's done, I think. They're going to get through the pool stages. I think England will be dangerous in the knockouts, but Australia in action tomorrow. Ireland against South Africa today, the 2 best teams in the world as things stand. Opportunity there for Ireland to get a statement victory to prove that they are the best side in the world. The problem is they go to these tournaments, Phil, and they flatter to deceive. They're a bit like New Zealand were 20 years ago, even France now. They go to the big events and they promise a lot but fail to deliver. But this is the time for Ireland, I would say. If they can get a win today, actually the loser could face France without Antoine Dupont, who's got a cheekbone problem, and he's the top player in the tournament, I would suggest. So that would weaken France significantly. But as for England, get into the knockout stages, who knows?
Aidan, Hayley, thank you very much indeed. It's almost the end of the show, but up next, it's GBNEWS Saturday with the marvellous Martin Daubney. So, Martin, what's on the show today?
Well, today is the Rejoin EU March in London, and in the interest of journalistic integrity, we're going to go along and find out why you're so obsessed with rejoining the EU. And more to the point, is Keir Starmer your man? Because don't forget, this week he said we don't want to diverge from the EU. So we're going to ask this lot, why do you want to get back in? And is Keir your man? Plus, at 2 p.m, we've got the big battle of Brexit. Anne Widdecombe, the battle axe of Brexit. Good pal of mine, taking on the leader of this mob, I think could be the biggest, most one-sided contest since King Canute took on the time.
The interesting thing about the rejoin thing, though, is that all the polls, we keep being told that more and more people are now against Brexit and wish we'd stayed in the EU.
Yeah.
And yet the Labour Party are now saying, no, we're not going to rejoin. The Lib Dems are even saying, we don't want to rejoin. I think it's just the Green Party left who are saying, we want to rejoin.
Well, they're saying that. And this is the big slip of the week. They're all saying, oh, no, we don't Brexiteers, come with us, it's fine. But really, we found out what Keir Starmer thought, didn't we? He didn't want any divergence, wants to be in Europe via the back door.
Well, it's about trust and it's about believability. Do you trust Starmer? The guy's had more positions than the Kama Sutra on Brexit, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, Aidan laughed at that one. Aidan with a right mucky laugh, if you don't mind me saying.
So what I'm saying is, what's the truth? Plus, of course, HS2, has Rishi got his mojo back? He's blasted this petrol car ban. People like it. It's landed well with Tory voters. The HS2 thing, I think, will go well too. I campaign against it. And I think it's going to be a great show.
Martin, we can't wait to see it. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we'll see you all next week at 10 a.m. on Saturday.